So I don't know if you've seen any of the other interviews I've done, but so I usually start off with like the same question for everybody, just to get a temperature of their personality. And if you don't have an answer for it, that's fine. There's like a follow-up question. But do you have a favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and if so, who is it?
I did actually glance through some of your other episodes and just to see some of the topics that you guys covered, and I noticed that was a fairly consistent one. And that's pretty easy it is and it's not, because I mean, it's I've got so many thoughts on the Ninja Turtles, man. Like growing up, when I was a kid, like, you know, being all into Ninja Turtles, obviously, like, because, you know, I was cool. And so they all obviously bring different archetypes to the table. They all different, like, represent different characteristics, you know, and they're incomplete as standalone. But I have to say, like, if we're just basing it strictly on favorite, my favorite was usually always Michelangelo. And I think if I had to really quantify that, if I had to really put reasoning behind that, then it would be because, first of all, he's got the worst weapon by far. Like, the nunchucks are just the most horrible weapon ever. So that means he's got to be, like, in my opinion, at least as skilled or more skilled than the other guys. I mean, he didn't have the size are pretty lame too, but at least they can, you know, kill people. It's hard to kill somebody with, you know, nunchucks, you know, and at least a bow staff has distance on it. And then, you know, you got Leonardo with 2 swords, so he's got way more of an advantage. So I figure, you know, Michelangelo's got to be pretty badass, you know. And then on top of that, though, he also has kind of the best personality. He's always the funny one. He doesn't take things too seriously. He always keeps a good positive outlook. So it's hard to beat that. You know, it's hard to beat all those things wrapped up in one. That's why he's my favorite.
That's a great answer. I appreciate the. I feel like we're on the same wavelength. Just from your intro, like, okay, I got a lot of thoughts on the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, man. I overanalyze everything like that, man. But it's when it comes to anything comic book related or action figures or superheroes, anything like that, I'm gonna like put way too much thought into it.
Same. So